Hello, everyone. I realize it's been quite some time since I've made a YouTube video. So many things have happened since that time I made my last one that um, this kind of precluded me from doing a whole lot on screen. I was making a few TikTok ones, but those are a little bit difficult for me because of all the little things you have to do with them. And it's easier for me just to, you know, talk and um, show off things like my travels and my books. And I'd like to get back into it. And what I want to do is kind of talk to everyone about what I write in my series and basically my books and what's going on with where I am with everything, and share videos of places where my books are set and those kinds of things. So we'll start right now. I just wanted to show you this absolutely gorgeous book here. Let's grab both of these. This is a new book I did recently. And it is, let's see, I've forgotten how to use a camera. Okay, it is basically a historical novel. It has a touch of romance in it because I usually have to put romance in my books. But it's based on, it is about the life of Queen Elizabeth when she was Princess Elizabeth. Before she was queen, she went through a lot of stuff. So it kind of takes her from starts when Edward becomes king, her brother Edward, and all the way through to the first couple years of her reign. And it's told from the point of view of Eloise, who is her seamstress, or she becomes her seamstress. She's the niece of Cat Ashley, who was Elizabeth's governess. And it's kind of, they kind of grow up together, and Eloise goes through all kinds of things, and so does the Queen, obviously. Elizabeth went through a lot of hell before she got to be sovereign. But anyway, this came out in November, but these books are just absolutely gorgeous. This is the paperback edition. It's quite a long book, one of my longer ones. And I also have this absolutely wonderful hardback edition. Let's see if I can get the camera to do it justice. So this is the hardback, and this is available online. You can get it at Barnes & Noble and order it through Amazon. I'm not sure bookstores can order it because one bookstore told me they couldn't, and I'm not sure why because it is at Ingram's, but you can get it online. It's not a problem there. Also, you can order it from my brand new web store. Yes, well, it's not brand new, but it's newish, and I do sell the hardbacks on the web store, and I will put a link below in the description box to that, and also to my website with more information on this book. But anyway, I'm still admiring my hardback here. So it's got a real pretty, see if I can get the camera better here. It's got a real pretty dust jacket, and here's the front on the dust jacket, and here's the back with my adorable face, and the back looks like that. And it's just a very, very pretty book. It's so nice. Yeah, my husband took that picture, and I'm basically going, why are you shoving a camera in my face? But the picture turned out okay. So I said, I'll use that as my author photo. So it's this book is just so pretty, and I'm so pleased with how it turned out. I did not design it. I have a cover designer. Her name is Kim Killian, and she designs a lot of my covers. Well, almost all of them anyway. And I think she did a great job. So that's this book, and I plan on making this a series. It's going to be a standalone. It started off as a standalone. And I just got so interested in Elizabeth, and the recent scholarship on Elizabeth is kind of putting her in the context of the wider world is just extremely interesting. And there's just so much in her life. And Eloise was such a great character, and she meets a young man named James Colby, who plays a part in the story. And I will continue with Elizabeth's reign because a lot happened during her reign. So, any number of books could be written about it. There's so much that went on in her lifetime. And Eloise and Colby will be there with her, kind of telling the story and helping her out and, doing whatever they do. So I'm just wanted to introduce you to this book. And but that's not all I'm writing. I have, at the moment, currently, I am writing a new Captain Lacey novel. It's called Murder on the Rhone, and it's set in Lyon, where Captain Lacey travels to go to a wedding. And I don't want to give away too many things about it, but it's I'm almost done with the draft, and actually you can pre-order that, and I can put a link down in the description box for that as well. I recently, this summer, 6 months ago now, I guess, I went to England, and I went to Westminster Abbey, and I was able to elbow my way into the chapel where Elizabeth I actually is laid to rest. And I have some photos of that and possibly a video that I will share here as well. That was really cool. Westminster Abbey is worth a visit. It was a little crazy with tourists, of course. That whole area there in London is, but I think it's worth a look. And I saw a lot of places that were, monarchs I didn't really know a lot about, but there they were, and kind of sparked like, oh, what's his deal, and I want to know more about him or her or something. And my husband hung out with one of them while I went up to the Elizabeth Chapel because he has MS and he couldn't climb the little tiny narrow stairs that go into this area. So he hung out with one of the English monarchs while I went and saw Elizabeth. So that was pretty fun. And also, I'll do a video about St. Paul's Cathedral because that really blew me away. That was a wonderful place, and I highly recommend if you go to London for any kind of visit, make sure you go to St. Paul's because it is incredible. Anyway, let me get that out of your face. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I will try to do more videos about what's going on and also do some about my travels. And this is my wall of books, my wall of me. And all of these books are here because I am selling them on my new web store, which sells ebooks and paperbacks. If I publish a book by Berkeley, I can't sell the ebook, but I can sell the paperbacks. I have a wholesaler, a rep that I get the paperbacks from, and so I can do that. The Berkeley books, like the older Mackenzies and things, have sadly limited quantities, but the newer books and the books that I publish myself, I've got plenty of those. So anyway, and I'm not showing my face because I think my books look better than I do. So there we go. And I've got some hardbacks there that you can kind of see. Let's see if we can zoom in. These are new editions of my Nevengaria series, which right now are not available anywhere, but I will have them at a book signing I'm doing in February in Phoenix. But later I will tell you where you can get those because they are so pretty. So I think that's going to be all for today because I don't want this video to get too long. I think 10 minutes is enough to listen to me blather. And I will be back to talk about more of my series and what's coming up. And because I got a lot of things going on, it's just I'm pretty quiet because when I have a lot of things going on, and second, it's a little difficult for me to kind of put myself out in the world because I've always been very shy and reclusive. But It's not because I'm just hiding in the corner. I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I will speak with you later. And please, you have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week.